Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, Gainwell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On the run is Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Gainwell. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess.
It got his man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. For the Cowboys. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Antonio Brown, 48 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on 8. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
On 1st down, Hurts drops this one down to Gainwell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
2-point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 13-7. A minute 12 to go. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Dak. Complete. Pollard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter. Well, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Here's Dak. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long, anticipating it.